Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 5 episode 8, LaFleur. Right, I've given myself a little bit of time. I haven't watched an episode for about a week, so that I've given myself enough time to put all the pieces together that we've learnt. I think I'm doing this one episode too early, but when I saw the title Life and Death of Jeremy Bentham, I naturally assumed, wrongly as it turns out, that was going to be the final part of this particular chapter, i.e. getting everyone that should be on the island back to the island. But we've also got to get them all in the same time period, which they're not at the moment. So obviously this is gonna do that. I'm talking about relative present. That what any character regards as the present day. For Saeed, well, for all the Oceanic 6 that were on the plane, the Oceanic 5, should we call them, Hugo, Kate, Saeed, Jack, and Son, they disappeared. Before the plane crashed, the 316 plane crashed, they disappeared and have ended up in the same time period as Jin and the rest of the time travellers. So they've been caught up in that scenario. But for the last time we saw Jin and Sawyer and that lot, their relative present was 4 or 5 days after the freighter blew up. Whereas Jack, Kate and Hugo's relative present is 3 years after the freighter blew up. So I'm assuming we're going to get a sort of catch up for Jin and Sawyer and everything of what they've been doing in the last 3 years, so that everybody's relative present is the same. Otherwise that's going to cause even more confusion. That being said, a lot of them landed or crashed. In fact, everyone but those 5, I think, crashed on the island in the island's relative present. It gets confusing. And of course, we've already seen that the time travelling peoples visit that crash site just before they got blown away down to Danielle's shipwreck. I really think it's going to end up being John and Caesar and Alana that are shooting from the canoe at Sawyer, Juliet, and what goes around comes around, I suppose. More so in this. So Eloise said that there was a lot of electromagnetic fluctuations all over the world, and that the lamppost was built on one of them, and that the island is one of them, and that's what Dharma were all about. They built the lamppost in order to try and find the island. So what are all these other electromagnetic pulse things around the world? We know there's one in LA under the church. We don't really know if the Tunisia is one of them. I'm assuming that Penny's little Arctic/Antarctic watching post, listening post, is close to one of them. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out more about them later. But what I think they are time tethers. They connect the island to the rest of the world so that the island's relative present is the same as the rest of the world's relative present. Meaning that people, as long as you've got the coordinates to escape the bubble, so to speak, you can get back to the real world. and that the people living on the island, even though the island jumps around and moves around in space-time, the people on the island still perceive time to be running in a strictly one-to-one linear progression. That's really confusing. I know what I mean. Right, let's get on with. Well, we had the Eloise saying that John had to be the proxy for Christian, a dead body, and that Jack had to recreate. Was it talking to Jack, or was she talking to Ben? I can't remember. But she said that as accurate of the circumstances leading to the crash had to be recreated, or something. Which made me think, oh, well, who else is proxying? Obviously, we've got Saeed being a proxy for Kate as the captive, or the fugitive. We have Ilana. Am I getting that right? Was her name Ilana? The one that arrested or was held Saeed in custody? Anyway, we've got her proxying the marshal. We have Kate proxying Claire as the mother of Aaron, so to speak. Son is proxying Saeed as the person looking for lost love or separated love. John obviously is subbing for Christian. Hugo seems to be proxying for himself and for Charlie with the guitar case. Is it possible that dead Charlie, ghost Charlie, told him to go and get the guitar, told him to be on that flight? Is that why? Is that how Hugo ended up there? That, or Hugo started learning to play guitar and he's just proxying Charlie as musician. I don't know. Jack is obviously proxying Jack as a transporter of a dead body, I suppose. I don't know if he's proxying anybody else. Ben, that's a hard one. I did think that maybe Ben was proxying Sawyer. Or Cindy. I'll explain the Cindy one first because it's easier. My belief now is that Cindy knew that the 815 was going to crash because she'd got the coordinates from Eloise or someone. And that's why she was on that flight. She was trying to get back to the island, having left for some reason, and was unable to get back. And Ben is also doing the same. He left the island voluntarily. He shouldn't be allowed to come back. So he's proxying Cindy as the person that's trying to get back to the island. Or he's proxying Sawyer. This is the one I don't really want to think about. As a person who has killed an innocent. Well, when we last saw Ben, no, sorry, not when we last saw Ben, sorry. When Ben left the church, he said he was going to visit, or going to keep a promise to an old friend. And we all know what that was. I mean, it was fairly obvious at the time. I didn't pick up on it at the time, though, so not that obvious. But it didn't take long to work out that he was talking about Penny. And he came away from that absolutely battered. Arm in a sling, blood covering his face. So obviously that didn't go down too well. I'm hoping that, see, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I do fancy her chances one-on-one with Ben. Desmond, probably the same, to be fair. Ben's ruthless. I mean, he got the better of John, and John's a fighter. So I can only assume that when he got to Penny, Desmond and Penny were there. Maybe Charles warned Desmond to watch out for Ben. Or Ben was successful and he's killed Penny. And that's the bit I don't want to think about. Okay, right, so I don't know about any more proxies. Maybe some more will come obvious as we meet more of the other passengers on the 316. They might, I mean, Caesar, he might be a proxy for Boone or someone. I don't know. And then there's Daniel as well. We know for a fact that Daniel is going to go back in time at some point and talk to young Charlotte, telling her, don't ever come back to the island. Which Daniel knows is going to be ignored because he's already seen that. And he also knows that time can't be manipulated in that way. So why would he tell her? Is he only going to tell her because she told him that he told her? That's another bootstrap paradox, isn't it? Or something, or a causal loop, or I don't know. I'm getting really out of my head here. I'm really out of my comfort zone with this time. I thought I knew time travel stories. I thought I'd seen all there was to see for time manipulation stories and the such like, but this is proving me wrong on so many levels. Right, I'm going to get on with the episode now.
Stop. We can't help him. Wherever John went, he's gone. And wherever we are is before that wall was ever built.
Yeah, I'd say way before. What makes you...
Hang on, They didn't show us that.
James! Can you hear me?
I think I got completely fooled when they went into the real time from the recap. So the statue's been built.
That one was different. That was more like an earthquake.
The well's back.
Look!
James, wait! My headache is gone.
Yeah, mine is too.
Oh.
And my nose isn't bleeding anymore.
They might be in the relative present then.
I think it's over.
No, it's
I
not.
think John did it.
So has that been filled in, or is it only just started being built?
Now we wait for him to come back.
Oh, we're just going to jump ahead. Okay.
She shouldn't be here, Jerry. We're on the clock, man.
Mellow out, Phil. What's gonna happen, huh? The
Oh.
polar bears are gonna figure a way out of their cages?
That's not the point. If LaFleur finds out what you're doing,
LaFleur's not
it's
gonna
be
find
my
out.
ass, man. I'm the one who's gonna have to
Guys?
answer to him.
Relax, man. Nobody's gonna find out.
Guys, Horace?
Is Horace the black smoke? No. Don't be silly. Oh my god. He's going to blow himself up.
Oh, he's got dynamite.
Get her out of here! Get her out of here now!
Rosie, you
Now!
gotta get out of here.
Oh, they're in the village.
You wouldn't knock.
Oh, LaFleur.
You knock.
It's a person.
Fine. Mr. LaFleur, sorry to bother you, but we got a situation out at the pylons.
What kind of situation?
There's a Sawyer.
It's Horace.
He's got dynamite, and he's blowing up trees.
Son of a bitch.
So, have they... Oh, he's head of security. Okay, then. So, as suspected, they do spend the next 3 years in Dharma times.
With our fearless leaders out blowing up trees.
Why is he doing that?
Oh, Horace is the leader.
Because he's loaded.
Since when does Horace drink?
He doesn't. So we're gonna keep this on the down low. Go on. What's the matter? You okay?
Oh, the baby. It's coming.
3 years earlier now. Oh, good grief, we're going to jump constantly, aren't we?
Daniel? You okay?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna tell her.
Daniel, where's Charlotte?
She's not here. She's gone.
Where?
She's dead. She's dead. Isn't that a flash? She was just gone. Her body just disappeared.
Oh, the body went back to its proper time.
She moved on, and we stayed. We're here for good.
Okay, that's worrying. Help. Hostiles versus Dharma.
We don't get involved, right? That's what you said.
Unless,
Doesn't matter what we do.
yeah,
Whatever happened.
happened. So do what you want.
Thanks anyway, Plato.
I get it now. You can still choose to do things, but it would have always been the right thing. Now they're going to look like hostiles to the Dharma people.
It's all right. It's okay. You're safe. It's over.
Is it Amy? Are they going to end up being the hostiles all along?
Life for a living.
Daniel, stop!
As he got come to the force field, which is very much active.
See, it's fine.
All right, let's go. Going forward, we should all do a better job of trusting.
Only lets one through. Oh. It's as easy as that, is it?
Our women always deliver on the mainland. Amy was supposed to get on the sub on Tuesday. The baby's 2 weeks early.
Oh, right. So at that point,
This baby or not?
I don't know.
Don't you understand that every time I try to help a woman on this island give birth, it hasn't worked?
Well, maybe whatever made that happen hasn't happened yet.
no, I think it has.
You gotta help her. You're the only one that can.
Yeah, he's right.
This boy.
It's a boy.
He's okay? She's okay?
Everyone's
Oh.
okay.
The record is spinning again.
I think it's got one last jump.
Just not on the song we want to be on.
That's Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Hello?
Hostile attack. Smoke attack. Is that Richard? It is, yeah. It's going to be a bit hard to...
Bury the bomb.
Excuse me?
The hydrogen bomb with Jughead written on the side. Did you bury it? Yeah, I know about it. I also know 20 years ago some bald fella limped into your camp and fed you some mumbo-jumbo about being your leader. And then poof. He went disappeared right in front of you. He was ringing a bell. Man's name is John Locke. I'm waiting for him to come back.
But no matter who you are, 2 of my men are dead. And my people need some kind of justice. What are we going to do about that?
He needs to take Paul's body back with him.
Why? Why would you need to do that?
If you don't want to give him to them, then we will suffer the consequences.
He's not really giving her much of a choice, are you, really? So 1970. Oh, so it is 1977, 1974 to 77. And they're getting used to their life.
I love you.
Oh, wait until Jack and Kate come back. That's going to really throw a spanner in the works, isn't it? Come on, Sawyer, you can wait 3 years. My God. But they didn't find Son and Sawyer, Saeed. Oh, there's a hell of a lot of explaining there to do, isn't there? I think I'm going to need to watch one more episode. All I've got written down here is the statue was built. The statue was built when John went and did his donkey wheel stuff. The statue had been built, and that's all we saw. Just the back of it, and that's it. So that was a bit of a tease. Sawyer, head of security at Dharma. Horace, leader of Dharma, 1974 to 1977. And that is literally all I wrote down. I think Charlotte must have been born in 1968, not 1978. I must have misremembered that. So she was about 6 when they saw her. I wonder who the boy, Horace's, turns out to be. I was wondering whether Miles is the son of Marvin Candle, if indeed he is anything at all. But it might explain why he has that ability to perceive the dead, as it were. I wonder who Horace's kid turns out to be, if anybody important. We saw Richard Alpert again. He's learning a lot about the future from, or his relative future from, all the encounters he's had with the time travellers. I haven't got enough information to put it all together any more than that. But at least we're all on the same time zone now. Everyone's relative present is the same. And now we've got that awkward reunion at the end. I'm sure everyone involved will understand the stresses of the situation and be totally forgiving, I'm sure. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about this episode. I need more info. And we also haven't found out what has happened to Saeed and Son. They got taken by the Flash in the plane as well. But where have they landed? Where were they dumped? And we didn't see anything of the present day John and the 316. So I'd like to know where they landed, because Caesar got hold of Dharma papers and stuff quite quickly. So they obviously landed near one of the stations, but which one? Okay, I've got the hiccups now, so I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, Tanny bye.